Have you ever been scared before? So scared that you ended up wetting yourself or just plain old littering your pants with feces that smelled like corn that's been getting gurgled in your mouth along with toothpaste and other oral care accessories? I had a lot of teeth problem when I was a kid. Some people get scared of video games or movies. Some people even get scared of the Halloween costumes they see trick-or-treaters wearing. Some people are so invested into their costumes that they just wear it all year long and continue looking like half-shaven orangutans. But today, I've come to warn you all of the scariest thing known to man. A class, if you will, that can't do anything except for just be a leech to society. I introduce to you
This is my life.
You know, initially I wasn't sure if I should make this video, but then I saw Christ and Lucifer back to back in Realm and realized that I had to do it, and it was against my will. The assassin has to be one of those characters where at first glance you're like,
well, that's easy, all he's doing's throwing poison.
And then you play him and you're like,
I want to get off Mr. Bones Wild Drive.
And boy howdy, you're sure going to be in for one heck of a treat when you realize that you can't even use your tier 5 ability when you start off your character. Which actually leads me to the single most crippling thing about this class.
Someone should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandma!
The assassin's mana costs for his poison are some of the highest in the game, and wrongfully so. When you look at the tier 6 poison, for example, the sour milk left over by your dog who won't listen to you because he's old, it costs 110 MP just to use the dang thing. Let me just lay a couple things down about dagger classes real quick and what makes them so nice. Rogue, press spacebar, gets to go invisible, can basically not be touched by anything as long as he's by himself or just decent at playing the class.
Touch. Don't touch.
Trickster gets caught in a sticky situation. Throw the mouse far away to the other side of the screen and slam spacebar. Boom, you're out. You're safe. These two have abilities that let them get to safety fast. Assassin, you gently press spacebar, and all you do is spray some pesticide and annoy monsters who start to do some horrible and godless things to you. You basically have to rely on straight up damage and outlast your opponent if you're going to play this class, because you have no escapes other than running fast, which in Realm for some reason just looks like very floaty lunges. And also, you're going to need mana. And I mean lots and lots of mana. I mean to the point to where you're swimming in and inhaling mana like it's oxygen because you need it, and you really don't have much of a choice. It's like a huge, disgusting bandage for a class that has outrageous mana cost just to make him the least bit functional. If you're going to throw your humanity out the window and accept this horrible, trash-dwelling class into your life,
I'm the trash man.
then I suggest doing just that and plunging into the sewers to find a murky toxin before getting too far deep into the assassin life. I feel like it actually makes the assassin worth playing, even though it still costs a butt ton of mana, and gives it some interesting benefits, even though actually getting it feels nearly impossible at times, with the rate at which Gulpwort actually gives the dang thing.
Assassins. I'd hate everything they stood for if it wasn't for their occasional usefulness.
The assassin sure is a stupid class, but at least he reminds me a lot of Old Realm. And that's good enough for me. Now get out of here.